G'day everyone, welcome back to another month's worth of calendar preview vids here for PuzzleCombat. As always, we've got a couple of housekeeping things to get out of the way before we dive into the calendar content. So first off, once again, thank you to Nektu for putting this calendar together. Not sure how much longer we will be getting calendars. I think we're starting to head towards the tail end of Nektu's desire, I guess, to keep forming the calendars, but credit as always and thanks as always to him for his awesome work. The other thing to get out of the way is our housekeeping with regards to the community server. So these calendars are posted to the server each month that they're created, so you can come along free to join, completely anonymous, so everyone and anyone is welcome. You can join for the calendar, stay for the conversations, but yeah, that's pretty much where it goes up each time. So link and invite for this is in the description of my videos every time I post a video. So with that stuff in and done and out of the way, let's jump in and take a bo peep at what the calendar has to offer for the month. So give it a second while it loads. So first off, we can see that there is a new hero of the month, Frostbite. Frostbite has dropped in at the time of me making this recording, so he is an AoE 5 damage dealing purple hero with a charge cut to all enemies and a self attack buff. So stay tuned, I will get a review video out for him soon enough, but the short of it at the moment, his damage seems okay-ish, I guess, but the AoE 5 charge cut is actually probably his best feature. He is the only hero that does AoE 5 charge cutting in the game. Everyone else I think is just an AoE 3 or a random hitting in the case of Zodiac. So I see him having a bit of use in that regard. Average speed as well gets to the same effective speed as what Dragon Fist does, because Dragon Fist can only charge break once, whereas Frostbite can charge break twice. So I don't know, seems like he might be pretty useful as a alternate color charge cutting hero, and like I said, being able to do the charge cut to all enemies is pretty awesome. The other part of the monthly summon stuff is obviously the weapon of the month, which is the Cryogenic Blaster. Is the Ice Breath Saw. My bad on that front. So the Ice Breath Saw is probably, in my opinion, the best of the blue speed weapon, or the best of this blue 5-star guns available. It does speed and crit, as is 2 bonuses. The speed is +9, which is enough to break any hero, charge break any hero and a lot of heroes twice. So yeah, very much worth using some of your saved tokens for this one, in my opinion. There is obviously a alternate speed gun in blue. You've got the Regalizer Magnum, which is a vanilla gun, so may not be worthwhile to everyone, but for me, I reckon this is the one of the best blue weapon options available in the game. So yeah, I've got 3 copies leveled, just to give a bit of perspective about how awesome the weapon is. So diving into our content for the month, so we can see starting off the month we do have the Mutant Mayhem, which does have the new hero added in the form of Echo. I will get a video out on Echo as well, but she is a AoE 3 damage dealing red hero and heals for the damage that she deals to herself and nearby allies. So she's kind of like Ghost in that regard, in that she does damage to 3 enemies and heals herself and nearby allies for it. So difference between her and Ghost is obviously that she does health back rather than Ghost, which does armor. So seems like a pretty okay hero. I unfortunately was not lucky to grab a copy, so yeah, but we'll wait and see. As I said, I'll get a review video out for her. There are a lot of really great heroes though in the Mutant portal. It is probably one of the best portals available just generally speaking, so worthwhile for my take to drop in some of your saved challenge event coins. We get Monday, Tuesday off, and then follow it up with the Neon City Thrills, which is the Season 2 portal. It looks like we're getting Dragon Fist and Sapphire as the returning featured heroes. Both of them are quality heroes, so another event, in the month, which is worth summoning for. Yeah, Dragon Fist is a hell of a hero. Great damage. He's got AoE 3 charge cut, pretty good burn damage as well, so very useful. Sapphire, I'm sure everyone is aware of how awesome Sapphire can be. I would say she's probably more effective on defense teams than she is on attack teams, just from my personal experience with her, but that's just my take. But still a very good hero because of the attack buff as well as the charge slow that she does to all enemies. After that is the Built for War event, which is the Master Weapon Gun event. Yeah, there's some great guns in here. Most notably, though, the best guns are the crit accuracy ones. Everything else is kind of okay-ish kind of thing. The best weapons, though, are those crit accuracy ones because they do the accuracy directly combats dodge. So it's really great to equip to heroes, and it sort of like negates, in pretty much every case, the dodge bonuses that a lot of weapons give. Next up, on the 15th, we've got the Jungle Showdown, or the Mercenary portal, an event. So it's a 30-stage event, individual, no restrictions or anything like that. You just jump in, play your teams all the way through. New hero being added as well, which looks like it's Ace, is by the looks of things. Yellow 5-star recon class hero, Pilot's Pistol is the title of the skill. Don't know anything more at this stage, but yeah, hopefully I will start knocking off some of the Mercenary event reviews. So I've done a couple, which I just haven't gotten around to uploading, but hopefully I'll have at least 5 out by the end of that event, or shortly after that event. So stay tuned for those ones. Whether I get to Ace or not, I don't know, but I will start actually knocking off some of those reviews. It's just been a bit daunting because there's a lot of heroes in that family. So yeah, unfortunately for that event, there is no featured or unfeatured, there is no featured heroes, so every hero in that portal is equally likely to appear. There's some really great heroes in there, some pretty average ones as well, but I'd say generally on the balance of things, the Merc portal is not one which has got good odds on it. And by that I mean good odds to gain a useful hero. There are genuinely some great heroes in there. You've got heroes like Spite. Spite is incredible. Xenia is incredible as well. But they're buried amongst like everyone else, and there's no way to improve the odds of getting those really useful heroes. So a portal worth using coins on that you might have gotten, but not necessarily one that's worth spending gold on, so to speak. Afterwards, we've got the Manor of Legends, which is the Past Hero of the Month portal. So it looks like we are getting Lumion as well as Nima. So Nima, really quality yellow healer, really great option, really chunky minions, good secondary effects as well. So worth her front, and Lumi is an AoE 3 charge cut, similar to what Dragon Fist is, except in blue, so to speak. So another good option. Again, I personally don't think that the Manor of Legends portal is one which is worth spending gold on, irrespective of how amazing the Hero of the Month that is featured in there, just because the odds aren't the greatest. But in saying that, if there is a month, this is probably one of the better months where there's 2 good featured heroes that's worth summoning for. But yeah, Manor of Legends, probably mid-tier in terms this month. Usually it's pretty average in terms of the goodness of the summons in it, but this month, is probably mid-tier. On the 22nd, the next event in is the Mechanoid Menace, which is the Alliance event for the month. So this is the one that's got 3 different difficulties: rare, epic, and legendary. Or I think it's like, what is it? It's like veteran and elite and something else. I don't know. It's weird naming, but basically it's a 3, 4, and 5-star restrictions on the difficulties. It is as I said, the Alliance one, so all of your individual scores are added together to create the Alliance score. You get both individual and Alliance rewards based on how well you do as an individual and as a wider team. Portal wise, it's pretty bleh. Let's be honest, there's not really any great heroes in this portal. There's a couple that are okay, that are usable, but for the most part, this is another portal to give a miss, particularly because, like the Mercenary portal, there's no featured and unfeatured heroes. The odds are as likely that you'll get one of the really, really junk heroes, and there are some quite bad ones in this portal, or you could get one of the better options. But for me, I'd say it's just not worth running the gauntlet. Again, another situation like the Mercenary one where it's worth using any coins you've got, but not necessarily using any of your gold on this portal. Finally, to round out the month, we've got the Undercover Gala, which is looking to feature variant Logan and variant Stinger. Both good heroes, both improvements on their base versions. So yeah, pretty okay. Again, no variant Emma, which I genuinely don't understand this featuring cycle, because it's been a very long time. Like, I've been back in this game for ages now, like 10 months, 11 months, something like that, and variant Emma still hasn't featured. And like, there's literally only 10 options. So I don't know, bit annoying on that front, but still not Variant Emma, just another copies of Variant Logan and Variant Stinger. As I said, both of them pretty good options, so I don't know, if you don't have them, maybe worth summoning a couple of your Variant coins. And then finally, at the end of the month is the Grand Heist event, which is the second challenge event of the month. Now, Grand Heist, I would say, is probably one of the lesser challenge events. I do like a lot of the heroes in here, but mostly from an aesthetics and a nostalgia perspective, rather than necessarily being able to keep up in the current meta environment. There is, interestingly though, I will note, Pantera is the only 5-star hero that does an AoE 5 dispel without having to hit all enemies. So he is pretty good in amongst all of those options, but there are also some that aren't quite as great, like, for example, the featured hero Naja, and to some extent Night Owl as well. So yeah, generally I would say that the Grand Heist portal isn't one that necessarily is worth summoning in, just as a general note. So overall for the month, if we talk about the hotspots for the month, the best options is probably Mutant Mayhem and Neon City Thrills. Portals to give a complete miss to in terms of spending gold on is definitely Jungle Showdown, Mechanoid, and Grand Heist. I wouldn't spend gold on them personally. Similarly, the Built for War, I wouldn't necessarily spend gold on it. Pick and miss, maybe worthwhile, maybe not for you, is the Manor of Legends and the Undercover Gala as the last two events in the month. But yeah, like I said, the top two would definitely be Mutants and Neon City Thrills. They've got some epic heroes in both of them, and yeah, the featured heroes in both cases are pretty quality as well. So yeah, those are sort of the top picks, I would say. For the rest of the month, you've obviously got the other items that are shown on the calendar. So we've got the rare quests. So we had the memory stick just recently. We'll have the tack mask on or around the 8th, the repelling gear quest on the 17th or thereabouts, and then the ballistic armor on or around the 25th. Sorry for that zoom. What is going on? We've also got, as always, the class emblem Spec Ops, which is shown twice a week, so you can see all of those when they're appearing. And then you've also got some of the less common quests that come around, like the zombie one and target practice. So yeah, obviously also the war buffs is there too. So yeah, a lot of detail on there. I'm not going to go through all of that stuff. I do list it out in the description of the video, so you're welcome to head down there and read those. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the month's calendar. There's not much else to say about it other than feel free to jump in, download a copy and share it around. But yeah, as always, thank you to Nyektu for putting it all together. I do appreciate your efforts. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got. So thank you for tuning in and joining me. I do hope that you have good luck and good fortune throughout the month. But yeah, most important thing, as I always say, with these portals throughout the month is set a budget for the entire month in terms of where you're going to spend your summons, and then stick to it. It's much better to set a holistic view for the entire month, and then that way you've got an overarching strategy and an overarching plan, rather than just going in a bit of an ad hoc perspective. This allows you to just set yourself a bit more control, shall we say. So yeah, anyway, that's all I got. Thank you once again for tuning in and joining me. Do hope I will see you again soon in another vid, but until then, good luck, stay safe, and happy gaming. Cheers, bye!